Hey Aries, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, leaving me thumbs up, likes, comments, and that sort of thing. Thumbs up are likes, actually. I'm just like, okay, I'm not kind of grounded at the moment, so there's something that's up in the air at the moment with you Aries, and I'm just going to roll with it, okay? And that's why that's what I feel like that is coming through for you for this for this, reading for the month of October 2021. So this is for you, Aries. Yes, you, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So whatever, Aries falls under for you, this is who it's for. So I feel like I'm just like, there's something maybe repetitive that's going on, and somebody maybe in your life at the moment that is like, well, like repeating things, but just saying something in a different way to catch your attention. So it's like, okay, whatever it is about, and I feel like, wow, I'm not going to fall for that. So there may be something, an energy like that that's happening or around you, okay? So, and it may be even you. For some of you, oh, look at that one. It may be even you that is, that this is about, okay? So it's like, in the sense that you're maybe not feeling heard, or something's not changing, and you may be trying to change something. Oh my gosh, change. And this one here in reverse is one step at a time, so something is moving, but maybe a little bit slowly, because that was in reverse. We'll visit that in a minute. So anyway, we'll just go back to my introduction. So yeah, just remember that these messages are general, so just take what does resonate and leave what doesn't. So I don't normally just pick one out, but I felt like drawn to do that, so to pull that one out. It kind of didn't stick right out, but it's like, yeah, no, I'm going to take that one. So there's something about making your mind up with that as well, with things as well. So yeah, just do go back to my introduction. So yeah, just remember that these are general, so just take what does resonate and leave what does not. The other thing is, just check out what your other signs are saying for you, because it can give you maybe a little bit more of a fuller overview about what could be going on in October for you, and especially if this one's not quite resonating right now. So what I would suggest though is maybe going into like November, mid-November, is like just checking, re-listening to this or re-watching this this video, because it may be able to, it may make more sense to you mid-month. Okay, so anyway, we're just going to get going. So we're kind of doing a 5-card spread today, so everything is very intuitive with me. So for me, when I work with spirit, and there's nothing in particular in the sense, it's just really a flow which tells the story about what could be going on for you for this month of October that's coming up. So I am recording this on Tuesday the 28th of October, and yeah, so 2021. I'm going to take that one there. Okay, well, that's interesting. Those last two were in reverse as well, and these flipped out. Okay, so the deck was in reverse, but the other two flipped out. So, and I just had a look at it. It was in reverse, and I turned it around. So that's really interesting, because I don't normally look at it. However, I'm going to explore that. So I feel like this is something as well with you. However, whatever it is, I'm just going to explore this and see what happens. Even though something may be like a little bit like tipped upside down, or something may tip upside down or has tipped upside down, it's like, okay, I'm just going to explore this, okay, and not actually buy too much into it emotionally or overthink it in a way. So talk about your feelings, okay? Tell a friend how you feel is the first card out. This card has come out with all three reads that I've done so far. This is the third one. And so talk about your feelings and tell a friend how you feel. We have the Queen of Swords here underneath that card. So this one here is like, there may be, you may have a lot of things on your mind, that have been going on. So there may be an air sign in your life. I would say there probably is with her. And things maybe, I wouldn't say, not necessarily, for some of you, it may be like there is and what I'm hearing is maybe a lack of understanding, or you may be seeing it that way. I don't feel like the other person is actually like, it is about that other person. It's like more so to do with yourself. I was going to say ourselves. So when I do readings, often I will take on the persona of whatever the sign that I'm reading for, in the sense that wow. Yeah, I feel like I am and that sign, basically, when they talk about that. So, okay. I was going to explain it something else, but something is just gone. Anyway, so I think you know what I mean. So, yeah, so she's talking about this. She's talking here about, there's, and what I'm hearing, this queen, yeah, okay, where's she going? Okay. So she's talking about misunderstanding, but she's also talking about this, there's like getting out of your head and not turning things around on the other person. And she could be very well a younger male or a younger female energy, or female energy that is, could be a mother, or depending on your age, it could be still a mother, whether they're in spirit and or living or still. Or it could be someone younger, but an air sign energy there. So I feel like, on saying that, I feel like for some of you, that maybe that you're misunderstanding this person here, and not seeing it from their point of view. And they may be like trying to speak their truth, but you may be blocking it, even though you are wanting to speak your truth. So I feel like there's something about like having a wee chat with a friend to help sort this out. So there's something about duality with dual truths. You're both speaking the truth. But there's something about I don't know where they're going with it. We'll see what. I'm just going to leave it there and see what comes up here, because it'll make it more clearer. No, though she's just saying, because this is about, you speaking your truth also, but it's like allowing them to speak their truth too, and seeing, because it's like there's two things going on here, and it's about you making up your mind or your decision for you. However, a happy surprise here, something very good is about to happen. So whatever it is around this situation here, it's like something is turning around. So this is about not overthinking things as well, being in your power, but allowing them to be in their power as well. So, and then their truth as well. So, this card has come up. So something is about to happen. Something very good is about to happen. A happy surprise. So just keeping that in mind. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like there is something like aha moments, or something happens and it's like, okay, I get it now. And it's like there's a shift in the way that you're feeling, thinking, about things, and your perspective or your perception of how you're, emotionally charged energy that is with it. So it's like there's something there definitely moving in there, and it's like you get an understanding. It's like, look at that, my cup runneth over, and it's full, and so it's now I can move on for that because I understand it. So, but I feel like something comes through to help you, like to work through that bit, and it's like, yep, I got it now, so I'm ready to move. Change here is definitely on the way here. The changes that you're going through are positive, so there is something with this coming, maybe even right now, and things are shifting along into next month. So, and I feel like you can, it's almost like I feel like you'll start to see the changes actually that are happening, that have been pending, are actually positive. It's maybe you've had a different, a negative, as per se, a way of seeing things and what your relationship. So I feel like there's a new emotional relationship that you're working with yourself and or this person here or persons around you, which in the sense, like when they talk about, it expands it out, because when we start to like work on that side of us. So the change here with the Ace of Pentacles as well. So there's a new, there's a shift in the energy. There's a new, maybe for some of you, there may be a new project, there may be even a new child, or an opportunity there. So for a new child to come in, so maybe that you made a decision, yes, let's have children or something like that. And some of you is maybe like, I feel like may actually even be pregnant or get pregnant. So So that opportunity in saying that, you know, and for some of you, it may be that finance comes to allow you, that will allow you to do some sort of, you know, that in vitro fertilization, you know, or something like that. But yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. So there's new opportunities in some way or form. As there's in some of you, it's like a gift comes, which is why I talk about the baby. It may be a financial gift and a financial opportunity. It may be like the gift may be a burst of energy, or the energy that you needing to like bring out, so to help you to create this change, or this burst of energy, like with this, you know, relationship stuff that you're working, because you've shifted your mindset about how you can actually implement something to get something moving. That's a business, a new job, you know, or somebody, or just even applying for another job, a new job, or stepping out of a job or a relationship, or moving into a relationship, depending on what is going on for you. It's like, and it's like with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like there's maybe something to do with health, with this change, and it's like you may get some positive news about some new treatment, or I don't know, whatever that is for you. So like thinking outside of the square with this one, because the Pentacles is not just about like money, finances, career and that sort of thing. It's one part of it, but you know, the bigger thing, it's about family as well. You know, it brings in the dynamics of family, health, you know, and that side of things, and well-being, and you know, and energy as well. So there's something about, you know, definitely a beautiful, a bright new, like it's the star there, like it's not the star as same as the star in the star card, but it's like the same sort of energy there. There's that star of hope and inspiration, that star, you know, in that sense of something moving, of, you know, towards, you know, building something from the ground up, basically. And it's being, but you're more in control of your emotions and how you're going to do that or shift through that. Now, one step at a time. So you may be wanting to run. That's why I feel like this is like in, you know, in reverse, is like lots of little steps make big dreams come true. So don't feel like you have to run with it, and you may be feeling like you're maybe getting blocked all the time, but it's it's because it's like this is about conserving your energy, maybe about, you know, conserving your bank balance, but it could be, you know, whatever that is. And maybe not necessarily, but it could be conserving your energy, your money, your family, you know, your energy, your health, you know, and well-being in that sense. But what I'm hearing is like, it's just like really this is about, you know, being smart and clever about how you are going to move forward with this opportunity and this in this new beginning, that you've, in this gift that you've been given, basically. So basically one step at a time, turn that around, and just, you know, and it's about like, so you can see what is there, what you need to take note of. And sometimes when we run, we make, and when we miss things, we make mistakes and things like that. So if you're feeling like you're being like slowed down, then slow down. There's something, you know, conserve your energy. Look around you. What is it that you may be seeing around you, why you've been slowed down? And it may be that there will be clues in there. So then we have the Six of Cups, which is in reverse as well. So I'm going to turn that around to shift the energy. So the Six of Cups with that, you know, once again, it's like, you know, just taking one step at a time on saying that, because he wants to, like, he's wanting to, you know, make a move or get moving on with something, and she's kind of like just looking straight ahead, not paying any attention. So there's something about, you know, that in that sense with the six, like, you know, it is, you know, it's not something like you've just come out, like say a 5 is usually there's some sort of hold up or something that's not quite working, that needs a little bit of tweaking or a little bit of investigating, and to lift the energy, to shift the energy, moving into the 6. So there's still a little bit more tweaking there, because she looks like she's not into him, you know, being intimate with her, or, you know, or moving on in quickly. Okay. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to, you know, one step at a time and making lots of little steps. So I feel like they're just saying, you know, with this change, whether not talking about rushing it, but it's about, you know, just taking that one step at a time. So making plans and, okay, short bursts for some of you. So this card here is love from your parents. So no matter what your mother and father No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. So I feel like this is not just for those of you who have parents over in spirit. I feel like this is like also those of you who have parents who are living. And either way, and you may not have seen them for a while, and you may be like, quite worried about them, and then vice versa you. But I feel like there is something like with the ones that are in spirit, they are really generally that's them, letting you know that they do, that they are watching over you, and they do love you. And it's like, and remembering that. And for some of you, it's like if your parents are here, and maybe that, they're just talking about, maybe you haven't seen them for a while. Maybe some of you are estranged from your parents. So it could be that, that is a message for you to, I don't know, do some healing with yourself. I don't know, whatever that is, but that's for you to decide for you. And then we have the Princess of Cups in reverse here. So there's something on an emotional level that is maybe stuck there that you're not looking at, because this is, the Princess of Cups is like the Page of Cups in other decks. So on an emotional level with relationships, so there's a sense of sadness, but I feel like there's something, like I talked about, exploring, like it maybe even if your parents are over in spirit, there may be still some raru going on in there, or there may be, some disharmony there that you're feeling from something that's connected to them. So this is like, I feel like this is talking about going into that healing space, and this is kind of like, it's not just about that, but this is there is an element in there, like it'll take you to that place that may come up, or something similar, on saying that there was like, but this is about generally, there's about 2 or 3 things going on here, and I feel like if you get this, you'll understand what they're talking about. And then the Princess of Cups here, there's that always, the prince or the page is about, the princess is, like looking into something new and looking at things differently, exploring and having that curiosity to explore and do, take what the knowledge and the experience of whichever card this is. In this case, it's the Cups with relationships and moving forward with it. So some of you may be moving into a relationship with somebody else, and some of you may be working on or have moved into thinking about, yourself. It's about how you've created a wonderful emotional relationship with yourself. And it's like, I understand that now. So, and it's helping you to move into the next step of like whatever it is, forgiveness or healing, or in whatever way, or moving past some fears and phobias, or, limiting belief patterns, whatever that is. But there's something about and when we're in that beautiful relationship with ourselves, it's like taking that step. They're talking about, there's a better connection with relationship, not only with yourself, but with others, creates that shifts as well, but also our intuition shifts as well. So this is where they go with, and exploring that. It's kind of beautiful. So anyway, I'm just going to use these cards and just to go see what else they've got to say, with these cards that are already here. This one here is the Nine of Wands. So there's been a little bit of a battle-weary space there about talking about your feelings. And I think you've been in a bit of a battle with yourself. And probably with this Queen of, Swords. And I don't feel like it's necessarily a fifth to cups, but this is about, like you're going within your mind and your thoughts and things about, some of it's about worry. Some of it's like, what am I going to do? Worry for her, worry for them, worry for you, with this energy. But it's like, being honest and decisive, making decisions as well for you, but allowing them to do the same for them. But also, being in your truth as well. But I'm hearing in communicating well to yourself and to this person here. So the Nine of Wands is like, I feel like, there is you've coming to the ends. Things are starting to come together, and you'll start to, sort that out, which is why this Ace of Cups has come about. So it's like, even though like this is probably like in the now, and there's this is like, what it's showing to be like, is like where it can get to, but this is about, like the battle, ending things and, finding a way to come to come to bringing things together, basically, for you in moving into, because this is the Ace of Wands here with this happy surprise. So in the Ace of Cups there, so there's a lot of, new beginnings here for you, in the sense of, with opportunities to shift, to be, to learn, to move. Like this is you getting, finalizing things, bringing things to an end. For you, and the Ace of Wands, this is you moving into your new energy with a new way of thinking, doing things, but creating the, like, a thought or an idea, taking those next steps into like seriously figuring out what it is that you're wanting to do and how you're going to do it. Oh my God, the Knight of Wands with the change here. So, in the Pentacles. So I do feel like, there's obviously something moving here, and it can be moving quite quickly, but this is also, because this is the volcano, or something erupting, you could say, as well. So something is moving, and it can move quite quickly if you want it to move it quickly. Okay, so it's just being mindful of that, but that you don't like rush things to overwhelm yourself and or others that are in your vicinity. Oh gosh, and then we have these cards here. So I only wanted one, but anyway, we'll go with that. The Page of Swords, yes, we're one step at a time, exploring new things, exploring the way that you're thinking about things, and just like exploring it, but taking your time, and figuring out on an emotional level where you're going with it. I feel like this is good because the Six of Cups is here. So the Six can also talk about, there's something like a success in a way that that you're understanding your feelings, basically, and more in understanding your feelings and how it got to be where it is, and now kind of like figuring out actually, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, basically. So the Page of Swords is here. It's like, okay, I'm ready to explore new things, and getting out of my mind. That actually in the Hermit is that teacher there. Looking within, so it's a time to go within, which makes sense, and to figure out what it is you're doing. And then we have the Lovers here with the last card, and the Six of Pentacles. So the Lovers here talks about not necessarily a new love coming in, but I do feel that's in line with what is going on. It's about a newfound love within yourself, is in this loving relationship with you, because it's like you're more knowing about who you are, with in yourself, and that balance of the masculine and the feminine coming together. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles here is talking about what I feel it's talking about, that's like you're in this space where you're like energetically wise, you're able to like move into this space where you're able to feel like you can give more rather than receive, and or vice versa, depending on what that is. Not just like of the financial side of things, but the monetary side of things, but energy wise, and like maybe you're needing to take some time out for your health, basically. And I feel like that's what your parents are trying to say to you in some way, is just taking some time out. And that is like self-love, and that's what the word I was looking for before. This is about, the Lovers can be about self-love as well. So whether you're a male or a female, it's like taking some time, and like you may want, you've been giving, and it's like, but also, and I don't want to, it's not about taking, but there's that giving and receiving. So I feel like whichever way you're able to give and receive quite freely, or quite a bit more balance with your energy, your time, and all that sort of type of thing. So here we are with that. It's a beautiful ending with that. So, which is a little bit like with this Ace of Pentacles here. It's like that gives them the opportunity to be able to move through something energetically wise, and your energy may lift. There may be a shift in there in order to get you to where you need to be next month. So I feel like maybe you come to a decision. For some of you, it may be about retirement or something. It may be like a new job that you've moved in, and it's like you're like letting go of, say, a job that you don't like right now, but there is another one that's coming, and it may be a little bit more suited to you. So it may be that you're dropping your time, like your hours or something like that. For others of you, it may be more like energy wise, that, giving your energy to different projects and things like that. but definitely taking some time out to, and I feel like to spend some money on you, or to spend some time and energy on you, and with family as well. So balancing your time, which is why there's that giving and taking, giving and receiving, that finding that balance between that as well. How much you give and how much you receive. It's, you know, for that basically where they're going, but it's about you, you know, self-love with you. Okay, so anyway, so it sounds like you've got a bit of a journey for next month, which is like pretty much, you know, it's pretty cool. At least you know you're moving, you know, you're alive and you're kicking and you're moving around, so then things can happen. But there's definitely some cool things happening as well by the feel of these cards. Some movement with you, and it's you, you know. This is where they're talking about, is you're making the movement. You are making this for you, making it for you. This is about you doing it for you. And there maybe is like a younger male or a younger female energy that's in there. It's one step at a time and working together with that. But this is about you going within, okay, as well. Cool. Anyway, I hope that makes sense to you. If it doesn't fully make sense to you, like I say, check out what your other signs are saying for you. I just want to quickly say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do that now, and or leave me a like and a comment as well. Just let me know how it goes. Anyway, either way, that's cool. Thank you for viewing it. And yeah, we leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance. Bye for now. We'll see you mid-month.